everyone, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Jade Arena. There are two kinds of gifts you can get from people. The ones that are exactly what you asked for, and the ones that make you have a fake smile so people don't know that you're gonna try and pawn it off as soon as possible for some drinking money. This is exactly what this list is about, except these gifts aren't bad because they're a pair of My Little Pony themed socks, but they're bad because they're a pair of My Little Pony themed socks with curses on them. We don't have exactly that on the list, but you get my point. You're gonna find more things like the Annabelle doll on today's list of top 10 mysterious objects people need to give away. Make sure you stick around for the whole list because you might have something similar to these objects in your house right now. After watching this video, you're going to want to have a promptu garage sale. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also follow Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook. It's a great way to get to know myself and the other hosts a little bit better, and without taking any longer, let's get into this list. At number 10, we have the Cursed Rocks of ULURU. You think putting a curse on something would be enough to scare people, but people don't scare like they used to. If you told me that you had a cursed rock, I'd be like, cool dude, keep it away from me. I want nothing to do with that. Sounds like an item you get in The Witcher that slowly kills you until you kill the demon ghost that originally put the curse on the rock. You can find these things in Australia, and I do understand why people take them. They're beautifully colored. I'm sure a bowl of them in the middle of my living room would really tie the room together. But to get a hold of these foreign stones, you're gonna have to deal with some pretty bad luck. People who've taken these rocks from the national park say terrible things have happened to them, from getting super sick to having their marriages fall apart. The park rangers who patrol these cursed lands say that they get at least one package a day of people sending the rocks back to them in hopes of breaking the curse. At number 9, we have Maori warrior masks. I guess if you want some Maori art, you should stick to some paintings and maybe try and avoid the masks. I know they look super nice, but you might have the soul of a dead warrior trapped inside it. The Maori would make these masks for warriors that were going out into battle. You want to look like the best dressed dude on the battlefield if you're going out there to be snapping people's necks. But the Maori believe that when a warrior dies, their spirit is locked away in the mask. I think it's kind of like a genie in a lamp situation, but if you rub it, you don't get any wishes. You just get an angry spirit that will torment you for the rest of your life. So I think it's okay if you get a fresh mask, but if you get one that someone has died in, bad idea. You don't want to get one of these bad boys second hand. Chances are there's the soul of a warrior dude who used to kill people with his bare hands in combat trapped inside it, and that's not something you want to hang up in your kitchen. At number 8, we have old furniture. Who'd have thunk it? You go online, you think you're doing a great thing, you're getting a great deal on a couch that you found on Craigslist. I mean, it would seem like a bargain. Why would someone be giving a perfectly good couch away for such a low price? These deals are insane! Well, if you dig through the ghost stories on Reddit for long enough, it won't take you too much time to find people who've invited unwanted ghouls into their homes by bringing in old pieces of furniture. It seems like ghosts like to grab onto certain items and then they won't let go. It's like when you try to tell an old fling to move on, but they keep breaking into your apartment to steal clumps of your hair. We've all been there. There have been stories of spirits wrapped up in all sorts of things, with most common items being paintings and photographs, but I even found a story about a ghost being attached to a lamp. Dude, could you imagine being the lamp ghost? It would be so hard to get the respect from your fellow ghosts, when you can easily be silenced by someone just turning you off. At number 7, we have Elmo Knows Your Name.
Holy God! What the hell? Oh my God! Oh my freaking God, dude! Oh my God!
Like and subscribe.
Here's a cute toy idea that managed to get disturbingly corrupted. I don't know if you remember the Elmo Knows Your Name doll, but it was supposed to be a toy that you plug into your computer so you could program your kid's name into it, and then Elmo would say your kid's name. A very cute thing in theory. Except one of these Elmo dolls decided to build its own vocabulary. It was supposed to say, "Hi James," but instead it started saying, "Kill James." I think this would be a great time to ask for your money back. This happened to a family in Florida, but by the time they found out that the Elmo doll was telling this to their baby boy, it was too late. The baby had been listening to the doll for a long time now and then started repeating the sentence over and over again. Now, was this a demon that had corrupted the doll, or was it just hackers that found a way to break into the doll's software? Either way, it's probably not a good toy to grab for kids. At number 6, we have Blarney Castle pieces. Here's more rocks that will make your life a living hell. It's crazy how people are ready to risk it all for a piece of a castle. Not even the whole castle. Like if you told me you can have a giant castle, but there's a big old curse curse on it, I would probably give it a shot. I mean, worst case scenario, I get the castle, the curse is horrible, and then I sell the castle after I refurbish the kitchen and I make a decent profit. But if you're doing it for rocks, there's no resale value on rocks. Well, if you're wild enough to steal a piece of a castle, you might want to pick a different one. Because if you take a piece of the Blarney Castle in Ireland, you're gonna start to see your life fall apart, all from the Blarney curse. At number 5, we have the DELI Purple Sapphire. Now, I don't expect anyone watching this video to have this thing in their home, not unless you're a world-class museum thief and you manage to steal it from a sealed container while simultaneously avoiding detection of security cameras and motion sensors. But if you are this person, or you're super rich and you want to buy this sapphire, I would pass and just like buy another island or something. The DELI Purple Sapphire was originally taken from India in 1857 by Colonel W. Ferris, and once he did this, his life started to suck. His health started to deteriorate and his money started slipping away. He gave it to his son, and then the same thing started happening to his son, and eventually the sapphire worked its way over to a family friend, and guess what? That guy ended up killing himself. Now the sapphire is tucked away in a museum. At number 4, we have a phone number. Now we got a killer phone number on the list. Ooh, so spooky. What happens if you call it? Do you die or something? No, you don't die from calling it, but legend says that whoever is assigned this number will die shortly after. Apparently, there's a demonic force that works at Virgin Mobile. The phone number is 0888-888-888. So if you're ever moving providers and they offer you this new number, you might want to try to hold on to your old plan. The number was apparently given to 2 mob bosses, 1 drug dealer, and 1 human trafficker, who all died shortly after acquiring the number. Now, this could be because the number is cursed, or it could just be their line of work. Usually if you're a drug dealer and a mob boss, your life expectancy is super short. At number 3, we have salty chairs. So in the olden days, they would have these things called salt chairs. It's where the person would sit at the table who was closest to the salt. I guess it was kind of an honor back then to do so, because back then the food was so bad that just putting salt on it was like getting a meal prepared by a chef who was personally slapped by Gordon Ramsay. Well, in Newport, Rhode Island, there's a place called the Belcourt Estate that has 2 of these salt chairs. Each one is apparently haunted by people who don't want to give up their spot at the table. They must not know that we have turmeric now. Salt is so 1877. Some people who have sat in these chairs said they have felt like they're being electrocuted, and there has even been reports of people being thrown out of the chair by an unknown force. At number 2, we have the Kohinoor diamond. Damn, this thing is huge and has a mega curse on it. The Kohinoor diamond is a massive rock worth millions, and it has been known to lead men to their deaths. It was taken from India by the British, big surprise, and ever since it's entered into the royal British family, dudes who wear it meet their end not too long after. But for some reason, when women wear it, nothing happens. Whatever dark presence haunts this gigantic stone seems to only hate men. It must be the ghost of Lena Dunham from the future. Time ghost. Since the rock has been permanently moved into the royal family, it has only been worn by 1 man, and I don't know if he died or not. And taking the number 1 spot on our list is the love letter replica painting. Now, why is this painting, out of all the other things on this list, on the top spot? Well, the painting is currently hung up in the Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas. People have said for years that the painting is haunted. Many people have reported that they feel very ill or even fall over just from walking past the painting, but that's not the reason why this is the top dog. The darkest story behind the love letters curse is about the daughter of Samantha Houston. She was playing in the hotel, she was about 4 years old, and she chased her ball down a flight of stairs. She then lost her footing and fell to her death. It's said that the curse of the painting is what caused this girl to trip, and of course, as we all know, killed her. So, kill a little girl, you get the number 1 spot on the list. Alright everyone, that is our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, smash into the comment section, let me know what you thought about the video, guys. I love when you guys do that. Also, check out Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook. It's a great way to get to know myself and all the other hosts a little bit better. Until next time, I've been Shade Arena, and I don't know, keep your cursed items away from me. I guess, I'm over it. Bye.